G'day Aussie gamers, welcome to the Aussie Gamers Express video game podcast. The podcast that brings you news, reviews and video game themed fun. Get yourself set because it's time to hand you over to your hosts, Lucas and Red.
First and foremost, you can save 10% on any new subscription across at Loot Crate if you visit the website www.trylootcrate.com/AGE, which is Aussie Gamers Express. And then if you decide to subscribe, you should put the voucher/coupon code in, Bridge10, BRIDGE10. Now back to the guys.
Hey Aussie gamers, this is episode 140 and today is... I have no idea. What is today? It's Thursday, the 1st of September 2016. I am your host, Lucas, and here with me is my co-host and very good friend, Red. How are you, mate?
Yeah, pinching a punch, first day of the month.
Yeah, you see that little stuff up I had there with the date?
Yeah.
That's what happens when you forget to update the intro notes.
Oh, but it doesn't matter because today is the 1st of September and September is good. Why?
Because that's the month that the EB Expo is, and you're also coming to Sydney.
Red's on his way.
Yeah, so in a few weeks from now, I'll be able to give you a pinch and a punch for real.
Realsies.
I don't know how much I want to admit that I'm looking forward to touching you in the flesh, but it's true.
Yeah, man.
Man hugs at the airport for sure.
Giggity.
And we'll bring you a live record, well, not like a live recorded, but like an intimate recorded show, no doubt, while you're here, because we'll be recording it in the same room, not over Skype.
I have a sneaky suspicion there's going to be an influx of updates on, especially on the page of video snippets, photos, stupid faces, and just basically you and I and a couple of the other fellas, but predominantly you and I, spend the whole heap of time together doing what we do 3,000 kilometres away from each other, playing games, hanging out, being jerks, but we'll just be able to do it together.
Absolutely. Can't wait for it, man. But anyway, before we start, here's this week's show in preview. First up, we will have video game discussion. Should be a good one this week. Then we'll have video game news. And in this week's news, PlayStation Plus free games for September. Resident Evil and the US ratings board. Sierra games on Steam. Free-to-play games to shut down. When I was a young Warthog. And Duke Nukem 3D speculation. After that, we'll do What's That Sound, and then we'll have Red Shout, and that's the end of the show for this week. So first up, without further ado, video game discussion. Red.
Well, the first most exciting, most coolest thing off the rank first, I think, because everything else I've done other than one other is just run-of-the-mill. Yesterday, I actually downloaded 6.5 gig, mind you, in an hour and 40 minutes.
Whoa!
Shut up, man.
Hey, I just want to chuck my little 2 cents in. You're talking about the Battlefield 1 beta?
Yep.
I downloaded the Battlefield 1 beta this morning on my PlayStation, on my Xbox, and my PC at the same time, and started playing it half an hour later.
Fuck, I envy that.
And when I found that I couldn't get a connection on the Xbox, I switched over to the PlayStation. I couldn't get a game, switched over to the PC. That one wouldn't even fucking load up, piece of shit. And then went back to the Xbox and got a game.
Ah, yeah, good stuff. Like, because there was a fair few complaints yesterday from my closest. Not that I went searching the net or anything like that, but people not being able to get games and everything like that. I reckon I hit the servers at about 9:45 last night, 9:30, 9:45, and yeah, no worries.
Yeah, see,
straight in.
The problem I had was in the search for a game. When I used the old school, what do they call it? The server browser. Yeah, when I used that, it worked. I just couldn't use the other things. It just kept saying connection lost or whatever.
Oh, okay. Oh, at least you found a workaround.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
Looks nice, plays nice. Felt like a solid somewhere between 45 and 60 frames a second on both the Xbox One and the PlayStation. I couldn't get it running on the computer. Like, I got it running, on the PC, but I couldn't get a game at all on the PC. the ping times were decent on the consoles, but on PC my pings were shit. They were all red, and I got into 70th on a queue.
Wait.
And it took like 15 minutes to drop down to like 50th in the queue, and I just thought, fuck this, it's taken too long, so I turned it off. So it ran better definitely on consoles than on PC. That's just the performance of it. As for the game itself, oh my god, not for me.
Brilliant, isn't it?
No, it's fucking shit. I'm that's it. That's ruined it for me. I'm not playing it.
Really?
Yeah. No, I can't play it. It's just, especially with controllers like a gamepad. No, I can't play it. It's too shit. I really want to try it on PC using keyboard and mouse. That's really, really against what I would normally say and normally do. But it's absolutely shit. I tried to aim. I was using the sniper. I tried to aim at these people. I just couldn't get the stick over the character. Like, trying to track them, trying to get a shot on, I managed to shoot absolutely no one. There was actually one time when I spawned in and had no weapons. I had nothing. The game started, I had no weapons.
Yeah. Now, we did run into a few buggy bits like that you expected.
I'm bad at the best of times, but I just couldn't I couldn't do anything in the game. I just sucked that bad at it. It's just, they're not for me anymore, these first person, especially those ones. I'd probably still get into Call of Duty a lot better than I would Battlefield. It's just too big, too open, and too hard. It's too hard for me. It's too much involved.
I really hope you get the opportunity without a full retail price to try the campaign at least.
Oh yeah, the campaign will be alright, I'd imagine.
Yeah,
hopefully.
Well, normally when you look at games and you mention COD and your Battlefields, we've all played all the PS4 ones. If the multiplayer looks good, like visually, the campaign is normally just that little bit better, eh?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And if this beta is any indication on what the campaign will look like visually, wow. Yeah,
it will look good, absolutely, because the multiplayer looks fantastic.
Yeah, look, playing the beta, from my point of view, you it's not your thing, and I can dig that, because I know you a lot better than most, and I dig where you're coming from there. I played it last night, and it really had me seriously considering premium season pass.
Oh, you got into it, did you?
Oh, fucking big time, man.
What?
Played for 2.5 hours, I got to like level 10, I've almost hit level cap.
What gun do you use?
I bought...
Class.
I use medic or assault. I tried to scout. I was with Reprimir and I was with Roy Boy. They excelled with the scout rifle, the sniper rifle guns. Where I didn't so much. You said, how you said you tried to track them and shoot just in front of them and hit them, and it just wasn't working for you. It wasn't working for me either, man. So I thought, fuck this shit. You know me. I need something that's automatic. Get up, get in and around these buildings and just fuck shit up. So that's what I decided to do. So I went with a medic, and I'd heal people and get a few points here and there. But the guns, the medic guns, which are really cool as opposed to your Battlefield 4 and your Hardline, they're all DRM, they're all semi-automatic. So there's no automatic class there. So I just went, fuck this. I went straight to assault. Every time you level up, you get money, like war bonds, I believe they're called, and then you can unlock another couple of guns. I unlocked a second gun, and it actually had a red dot sight.
Oh.
That's where I hit my straps, because...
How did you get a red dot sight back then?
It's not your traditional one, but it's got the stock. It's just, yeah, all the guns look really, really cool, mind you. But they had like a circle over your... what do you call it, your iron sights, and it had a little dot on it. So
okay.
It's not your traditional red dot sight, but it made my accuracy go through the roof. So,
but yeah, even when I tried out the automatic weapons instead of the sniper weapons, you spawn so far away from everything, and then I run for whatever, because I tried getting in the bloody tank, and then I stuffed it up, couldn't work out how to use the controls. So I thought, bugger this, I'll get out and run. And you just get sniped before you get anywhere within range of automatic fire.
Anything that's fun. Yeah.
It's like, why am I playing this? This is dumb. I'm turning this off. It's not for me. It's definitely not for me. I'm very, very much considering hanging up my competitive first-person shooter
multiplayer boots.
Multiplayer boots, yeah. Although, like I said, I'd probably enjoy Call of Duty a little bit more because Call of Duty puts you in the battle because they're not as big. A lot of people appreciate big maps. They love that. It is great. It is a really good concept, but a lot of the enjoyment gets ripped away from me because I'm halfway through running to the battle and I get killed. But that's the thing. Yes, it's a big open map like the battlefields are, but all of the actual action is all just like a Call of Duty game anyway.
In and around and
it's all in a little. They're all confined in little areas where the cover is and stuff like that, which is only natural that would happen. But it's really just Call of Duty, just with big fucking walking times between spawning.
Did you fly a plane?
No, I crashed a plane.
That was so much fun for the 5 or 6 seconds that I was in mine also.
Jeez, you spent an eternity in there compared to me. I spawned in the thing. I didn't even realise. I thought I was spawning as a passenger. I spawned as the fucking pilot.
Mid-flight.
Yeah, mid-flight. And I'm like, oh shit. And I managed to do a barrel roll into the sand dune. Oh yeah, that was fun. That was great. Yeah, thanks for that. Lovely little tutorial that it doesn't have.
Yeah, I liked it. I probably the best 6 gig I've invested in the last month, I think.
Beautiful game.
I'm like you with that competitive first person opinion. Like, I'm getting too old for it now. It's the twitch reflexes are just not there like they used to be when I was mid-20s.
But I'm just starting to realise that controllers just don't suit first-person shooters. I used to be all for them and, oh, fuck keyboard and mouse, but now I think that's what I want to use. Because I can control a mouse a lot better. It's the keyboard part that I get a bit goofy with because I'm left-handed, but I'll be able to aim a little bit more precise using, and especially with... I've got the Rocket Cova gaming mouse. I can change the what do you call it? The DPI settings up and down at will during the game, so the sensitivity is all under my control. And I've got heaps of buttons on it that I can customize. So if I've got stuff on the keyboard that I can't quite reach, I can just map it across to the mouse.
Make a mouse button. Yeah, that's smart.
So you could do those sort of things like make the center click a reload instead of having to move my pinky across to R and stuff like that. So I'm starting to think that if I do get this game, it'll probably be on PC.
Yeah, fair call. Fair call. I'm definitely getting it. That's last night confirmed that. Just what one, I'm not sure.
No, I probably won't bother, but I don't know. These games are killing me. Don't like them anymore. Like, I'm not saying I'm not saying by any measure that it's a bad game. It's shit, but it's not for me.
Yeah, we're getting too old, man.
But I'm over it too. Like, you can't. And I look, some people might say that this is the wrong spirit, the wrong way to look at things. But if I'm not winning or at least doing good at a game, I can't enjoy it. Like, where's the enjoyment if you're coming last every time? It's destroyed. It's not fun anymore. I don't need to come first. I don't need to be the world beater. I'm not that unrealistic. But coming dead last every time in a game, I get really tired of that. It just feel like a joke. It's no point. So that's what kills those games for me. So if I can at least come mid-pack and be competitive to the point where sometimes I'm near the top, then I can find enjoyment in that. But if I'm just getting killed every time and don't get to kill anyone, I'll go and play something else with a 8-year-old.
Yeah, I like winning too, but I'm fortunate enough I can put myself in that situation more often than not with those first-person shooters.
Yeah, and I put that down to why none of my friends play Trials Fusion with me. because I beat them all the time because I'm good at that game. And it's not fun to lose every time. So that's why no one plays it with me.
I don't mind losing, I just like being able to finish.
Yeah, but I mean, I think that's what it comes down to. I don't think anybody enjoys losing. And it's okay to lose every now and then and have like a competitive thing, but if you're just getting smashed every time, you're not going to keep playing the game.
No, of course not. Not when the main objective is to win. There's no other ulterior motive to be there doing it.
And that's why I do gravitate towards cooperative gaming, because I can win in a team and we both win. We're not smashing it. One's not beating the other one continuously.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Moving on.
Yeah, move on from that.
Games, now to a game that you always win at. Tomb Raider. I started Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider, I believe it's called.
Yes.
Is it? Yes, it is, yeah,
yes.
On the Xbox One. You can never lose at that because you can always restart.
Well, that's right. And you're constantly staring at Lara's ass while she moves.
Doesn't she look good?
How good's the swimming? Hello.
They are what? I'm minus the tutorial level. I'm 2 levels in.
Right.
Brilliant game,
isn't it?
I hated on it so much. I hated on the exclusivity, not the game. The game may have copped a little bit of flack in my jealous rants, and I'm going to put it down as that because I really wanted to play. I enjoyed the previous one, and I've enjoyed them all for the last 20 years, really.
Oh, I hated them. Hated them.
It was one of the very first games I ever played.
Oh, I played it, but I hated it because the puzzles were so dumb.
Yeah.
Well, by dumb, I mean I was dumb.
Couldn't work them out.
Exactly. They were stupidly hard and awkward to pull off. I hated them. So the only one that I've ever finished is the reboot Tomb Raider.
So, what else can I say? It's been out for nearly 12 months now, so people have probably read, seen, and everything about it. But from my point of view, what a fun game. It's, as I said, I'm getting a bit older. I start gravitating towards the single-player campaigns a little bit more. And I tell you what, just real quickly, I digress a little. The only thing I don't like about a single-player game is when I'm sitting here trying to decide what to play. I've got a brand spanking new game there, and you've got to do that first hour of cutscene and tutorial. You know, it's almost mandatory with games these days because it's the way they set them up and the way they want to get their story started. Lara Croft, you have about 4 minutes of cutscene, and then you're actually playing the tutorial before, and they chop and change between gameplay and cutscene and teaching you how to climb and shoot and everything in one. So I found that very enjoyable, and I'm now kicking myself because there's probably 2 or 3 times I'm like, I can't be bothered doing that first hour. I just want to. I know you can get out and hunt things. I know you can get out and craft things and level up and explore. That's what I want to be doing. And then I started the story. And now that's what I want to be doing.
the story?
Yeah, I'm loving the whole Nathan Drake / hidden treasure element that is obviously Tomb Raider. But I really dig the whole you're 1 step closer, 2 steps away from the main goal sort of thing. So, yeah, right up my alley. I really enjoyed it. And I took screenshot after screenshot. It looks absolutely brilliant. I think... like the solar flare of lighting coming out of caves and stuff, I think that's done really, really well because I was actually trying to cover my eyes. It was that bright.
Don't forget, if you find chickens, you can chase them and catch them and throw them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't think there's any purpose to doing that, but you can. And there's a achievement for throwing a chicken into the air and shooting it with a fire arrow. And I think it's some joke about crispy fried chicken or something.
Like food, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, I'll do that. Chase chickens and throw them. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to doing some more of that. Not much to report on that other than the fact that I'm very much enjoying it. Played plenty of Rocket League. I'm now in Gold Division ranked Rainbow Six. That was a bit of a slog, but... finally there, and now once you get there, you're too scared to play because if you lose, it'll send you straight back. I've played with more randoms than I ever have in my entire life, or spoken to them anyway, because that game just demands it. And
yeah.
tell you, the amount of children you come across that are actually 10 times better than you, you just sit back, you just be quiet, you mute your microphones, you don't talk, you don't end up getting in an argument with them because you actually want their help. So
yeah, because they're good.
Yeah, so that was cool. I haven't played I did actually have probably 2-hour run around on the Division with Pat one night.
Yeah, so did I. I played with Pat. It was just him and I on. I think everyone else was, I don't know, changing their tampons or something. But Pat and I had a crack together as well. I got to level up my gear score a little bit more, which drops all my statistics again, which fucking sends me insane. Why is that how that game works?
Because you could probably do a couple of little tweaks to the gear in the recalibrated station to up your stats again. I'll be there in a couple of weeks. I will have a look.
Yeah, it's fucking dumb. Stupid game.
See what I can see.
But,
I got a full set of Alpha Bridge gear with the 2 TAC Authority gear, so that's a new little setup I'm running at the moment to try out. Though it's all well and good in theory. So you know what Alpha Bridge does?
Nope.
If you got an assault rifle with 3 different weapon attachments, and you got another assault rifle with 3 different weapon talents, if you equip them both at the same time and you use the one gun, it's got all 6 talents. So you can have brutal, destructive, talented, command. You can have all the top tier talents on one gun. So you're using that G36 and it's just godly. Or I've got 2 sniper rifles at the moment that just goes, so when I use one, I've got all the talents unlocked and just goes off its face. So I've been using that for a little bit, but I put it all together. I put all the pieces to gear together. I calibrated them all, spent heaps of money, went and done little bits and pieces just to get some fucking money to do it, only to realise that I've only got one of each type of weapon. I haven't got any other good guns to match with them. So now the fucking chore's going to be spending 4 or 5 hours just farming guns that I will basically never use.
Okay.
So that's all fun and games. Oh, we played Gears of War 2.
We did play with Gears of War 2, yeah.
Got through the bum, the sphincters.
Yeah, that's my favourite level of all of the Gears games. The
worm.
What's it called? The worm? The worm. That'll do. The big worm one where you go through the insides and cut up its 3 hearts. So the rule of 3 applies for that video game.
How good's that?
So yeah, that's good. We got to keep playing it though, so we can finish it and move on to 3.
Yep. And last but not least, I played probably 2 or 3 hours Grand Theft Auto 5 online.
Oh yeah,
still very, very stupid and dumb.
Has that got like the stunt stuff in it now on the console?
Yeah.
Is that easy to make?
Oh fuck, I don't know. I steer clear of all that sort of shit regardless. Yeah. I'd say no.
Yeah.
I'd say no, it wouldn't be, because there's lots of big gaps and big jumps, and you've got to go in, you've got to understand the cars that you're going to let people race on your track with and how far they can jump at top speed and loop-to-loops and stuff. Nah, fuck it. Too much for Red. I'm too dumb for that. I literally am.
But you can work out what all the geared work does in the Division. Yeah, you're too dumb. It makes sense to me.
Touche. My strength isn't in creating things. It's numbers. I like numbers.
Shooting things. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Anything else, man?
No, that's about it. I think I've covered all the main points of my week. I would now love to hear what you've been doing.
Sure. Okay, first up, No Man's Sky. Still playing No Man's Sky because I do enjoy it. It's a strange enjoyment, but it's something that I can appreciate what it actually is. I'm making up all the fuel that I need to do the I can't remember, the hyperdrive or whatever it is to the new systems. Still haven't made it to the middle, to the center, the galaxy. What do they call it? The center? I don't know. The center of the galaxy, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I can see why a lot of people would be very bored of the game by now. But I still enjoy it. It's fun to find a planet that's got heaps of stuff that you can, like real valuable things that you can try and take. But then it's really hard because, you know, if you take valuables off a planet, very likely you're going to get attacked by the robot stuff that are down there, the mechs and that'll crack the shits and come chasing after you. So you got to take the stuff and fight, or take the stuff and run. And finding all the different schematics and working out the recipes so you can add upgrades and all that sort of stuff. I'm enjoying it. It's a real laid back style game. It's not really much for the action adventure kind of person, but I don't know. I don't think it deserves all the hate that it got, but maybe some of it, but not all of it. So I'm still playing that. Good game.
Alright. How many games are perfect?
Yeah, none. Well, The Last of Us 1, I'd say. Deus Ex Human Revolution. I played that for a little bit before I was ripped out of the chair and taken out to dinner the other night, so I only got a little bit into that, but I want to try and play that a little bit more as well and see what that's like. That's the predecessor from Mankind Divided.
Yeah.
And that one's on backwards compatibility on the Xbox One, because that was a Games with Gold. Must have been, because I didn't buy it. A little while ago, don't know when, but anyway.
Isn't that nice? You run through your library and go, oh yeah, okay, yeah, I could really get behind that right now. There's a sequel coming out, and
yeah.
Where'd the fuck that come from?
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, played a little bit of that, and it looked good. Kind of felt it's a little bit weird, the controls. Actually, I remember you saying that you can move items to open up different ways that you can go.
Yeah, you just pick them up and throw.
Yeah, in Mankind Divided. Yeah, Human Revolution has that too.
It's a little strange. When you first run into that mechanic, it feels very early 2000 PC game, because there's no hands or anything. You kind of
just floats, yeah.
Yeah, but it becomes one of your most used tools, especially if you're going to go the stealthy route. Yeah,
and then the whole like you got to click the stick in to aim because the left trigger takes cover. Is that how Mankind works?
Bumpers are the top ones, aren't they? And the triggers are the trigger. Yeah. Yeah. Left bumper will give you cover.
Oh, left bumper.
Yeah. So you got your sticks are you shoot and aim in the new one. But you can, if you get used to that control scheme, it gives you an option just before you start. It gives you a few options when you start a new game. You can pick that control scheme.
Okay.
So the Human Revolution, you can pick the Human Revolution control scheme if that's the one you wanted to go, or you can pick their new one, or you can pick from a couple of different ones as well.
Okay, there you go. Looks nice. It plays well on backwards compatibility, so it looked like it would have been a nice game in its day anyway, because it's the graphics look pretty cool.
Yes.
I am still playing Fallout Shelter, switching between my iPad and iPhone, and sending my level 50 character off into the wilderness to come back with garbage. I sent her out for 12 hours once. And she came back with guns that did damage of 3 and 4.
Yeah. Do you scrap them?
Oh, I haven't started scrapping stuff, no.
That's where you won't think there's so much junk when you start scrapping, and then you craft the bigger ones.
Craft the good ones, yeah. I haven't got into that yet, but still enjoy it.
You got level 50. You got level 50. Give them 10 bloody stim packs and 10 rataways, and you can send them out for about 48 hours.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't automatically use those stims, does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Because I didn't, because you can't use them. But I came back the other day and she didn't have. I gave her 20 and she had like 18. So it must have automatically used it, I figured. But yeah, so Fallout Shelter's still going well. I've got about 42, I think now, dwellers.
Oh, nice. Carving through.
Yeah, no, it's good because the radio, I've got 2 radio
towers, yeah.
Two of them now. So pretty much every time I go back to the game, there's one waiting there for me, or 2 waiting for me. So it's progressing quite well. So my happiness is dropping. So I think I might have to get me dudes to bang up a couple of the women in there to get their end in. Give them a bit more to cheer about, maybe. They can go on. They can go on high five. Hey, I just smashed. Well, I was going to use a name there, but I won't accidentally use that name. I'll change names. Yeah, I just fucking was tag teaming Sharon out the back there before. Yeah, I was smashing Sharon yesterday, dude. That's not cool. This is like, who cares? We're underground. Let's do it. Because yeah, I've just been tag teaming the women, man. I'm just like use the same chick every time. Slut.
Yeah. She'll drop the kids out without even realising it's gone. Eventually.
Yeah, that's it. But anyway, so Fallout Shelter, iOS, good. Next one, Mad Skills Motocross 2 on iOS. Another game I've been playing on my phone and iPad. Is it's kind of like Trials, but not really. It's a side-scrolling racing motorbike game, but it's more so you're just going over jumps and stuff, and you're racing against AI or you other real people times. So, like it'll record someone else's like replay, and you race against them and that, and it makes it like it's like the physics-based. Racing in it is really good. You can lean forward and back like in Trials, but it really makes a difference as to how far you go in a jump. So if you lean back at the foot of a ramp and then push forward at the top of the ramp like in Trials, it'll launch you a lot further, and it can really aid your landing on the other side. So it's actually a really good game, free to play. Mad Skills Motocross 2. I played the original one probably 5 years ago, and I played it to death. I'm getting into the sequel, so that one's available. Should be on Android as well. But
double checking right now for you, man.
Oh, yeah, good stuff. So
oh yeah, there it is.
You got it?
Yep.
Yeah, Mad Skills Motocross 2. As I said, played the Division with Pat. Thanks, Pat. He's helping me out a bit on that because he's like the Division guru these days. He loves it. Worms WMD All Stars.
Dickhead Red.
That is something that we've been playing this week for review, and it's been out now for about a week and a half, 2 weeks, and it's a real good upgrade to the Worms franchise, I think. I am in the middle of creating my review video. So that should be up with a little bit of luck, as long as nothing goes wrong by the time you're listening to this. It'll be on YouTube. If not, it'll be out quite shortly. But I like it. It's a good upgrade because, well, first of all, the All Stars part is a reference to all of the video game references that are in it. Like there's the dubstep gun, which is from Saints Row 4. There's the Rocket League car. There's Orcs Must Die, the little minions that you can use the weapons. Oh, it's excellent. Some of those references are in there, are amazing. Can you remember some? Goat Simulator?
Yeah, the Goat Simulator, because you had goat masks on, didn't you?
Yeah, Broforce is just heaps of shit in there. It's really cool. Some of the references are in the form of weapons. Some of the references are in the form of cosmetics, like masks or outfits or whatever. And some of them are both, I guess, and
vehicles, yeah,
and vehicles. They've added vehicles now in WMD, which is really cool. So there's like an attack chopper, there's tanks, there's mechs, there's the Rocket League car, and it's really good how, like, you would think that, you know, all that stuff would be massively OP, but
that's exactly what I was going to say.
But it's not, because there's a lot of for and against. Yes, you can cause some mayhem if you're in the vehicles or mounts or whatever, but there's stupid Siri, I didn't fucking say your name, shut up. There's like a lot of danger involved in it as well. So like if you attack someone in a chopper and you finish your turn, they can come and just rip you out of the seat like GTA style. But also, if they manage to do enough damage to blow up whatever vehicle that you're in, you're going to get hammered with the damage of being hit, as well as the vehicle blowing up. So you're going to get like double damage.
And it's a bigger target too, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. But it can, if it's a strong enough vehicle that you're in and it doesn't get blown up, you'll take less damage by being inside it. So it's good for artillery, but you can still just get pulled out and have the vehicle stolen by another enemy worm at any time as well. So
I remember when you punted the piss out of a worm with a bloody Rocket League car. We couldn't figure out how to use attack, and all of a sudden you do a backflip and this fucking worm's like, see ya!
Oh, he just went flying. The Rocket League car is dicky as all hell to use, but if you get it right, fuck, it's good. She'll send them flying, and if you send them like plummeting in an open map, they're gonna land up in the water and die anyway. So it's pretty cool. It's got a new crafting system. You can craft weapons from scratch, or you can upgrade the already existing weapons to make them even stronger and even more outlandishly crazy. So that was cool. And that's another thing that could have been OP, but it's limited in its your ability to make stuff, because you have to do it per turn, right?
Yes.
Like, you can dismantle stuff, break down your current weapons that you're given off the bat, but if you start breaking something down, you can't do another action with crafting until the next turn.
Yep.
Doesn't have to be your turn, does it? It just needs to be a turn. So if there's 3 players,
if you're on the ball, you can get it done. The breaking down is per player turn, but the crafting, I believe, is per your turn, because I remember we done that fire mortar as well as the chicken, the holy hand grenade. We've done those a few times, but you craft it in your turn. You won't be able to use it the next turn. It's the turn after that.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, that's right.
But if you want to break stuff down to make more ingredients to craft, which is all well and good, that you can do that per player turn. But obviously, you can't break down and have something crafting at the same time. So there's still that. That's what stops it from being OP. Because if you're on the ball and you kept breaking down, then craft, break down, then craft, and you could have 6 OP weapons. But it gives you the opportunity to use a really strong, powerful weapon once every 2 or 3 turns. And then that's cool. That's Worms, bro. It's, a game's not meant to last more than 15 minutes.
But no, it's really good, the crafting system, and it does add a lot of crazy weapons to it too. It's cool, real good. And the the terrain, it's still randomly generated, but they've somehow managed to use hand drawn. I don't know how they make it, but it's all hand drawn stuff now. So, and it's really detailed. If you look at the previous game versus WMD, the actual layout, the actual design of the battlefield is a lot more detailed now and looks a lot nicer.
And you can go inside buildings.
Yes, you can go inside buildings and climb your way through them to pick up things, and I think it's amazing. I think it's definitely 10 step forward since the last game. It still feels like a Worms game, but it's got all these new extra things in it that doesn't take away from the Worms experience, and it doesn't rule the battlefield. It's not like everybody is going to be in mechs and tanks. You'll use them sometimes, but sometimes you won't. It doesn't distract from the way Worms is meant to be. So they've managed to add all those things in while still keeping it Worms, which is really appreciated. I think it's great. There's the typical flaws where the camera. Did you find the camera a bit dicky?
Yeah, all the time. But
that's Worms. That's same across Worms. That hasn't changed, but that's something they could have looked at and fixed. But I guess it's one of those things. Well, could you come up with a better idea? I don't know. But what else to say about it?
You love jumping off the edge instead of using your gun.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, I can't. I really can't find it within me to blame anyone but myself for that, because there's 2 buttons that I get confused all the time, and that's the square button and the X button on the PlayStation 4. Only in this game. I don't know why I can't work it out. I've managed to confuse myself, but instead of firing my weapon, I'll often jump, which sends me off the edge and might hurt me, so I miss my turn. Or instead of jumping, I'll fire a rocket right at my own feet, and Like I said, I'd really
I'd done it too, and I'd done it when it mattered. Because when you start stressing, your fucking thumb starts moving around, and you just jump your last worm into the puddle, and you're like, fuck.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I would love to blame the game, but I don't know if we can, because I think it's
it's there in right. It's there in black and white, isn't it? You can change it too.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know what it is, but that does my head in. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just an idiot. But yeah, Worms WMD. If anybody is a Worms fan, it's definitely a game you got to get because they've gone in the right direction. They're moving forward. It's great. Great game. I think that's all I've got. That's all I've got game-wise to talk about. So that'd be it for video game discussion, I think, Red. Should we hear a little bit about Loot Crate before news?
I can do that if you would give me the pleasure.
Go ahead, mate.
Right, I'm going to make this a little bit more personal. I got to set my office up this week, and there's been a lot of people privy to it within the age community, and I've been able to show them. And one of the most fantastic things I was able to do is I've got this cube bookshelf thingy. It's like cube pigeonholes.
Yeah.
And I got to put all my knickknacks in there.
Mm.
Speaking of knickknacks, I hear you ask. If you want some really cool knickknacks, it's so fucking cheesy, and steak knives, no. If you want some really cool knickknacks and some licensed merchandise that you'd like to keep around and you're anything like Luke or myself, we just like to geek out and be surrounded by all our favourite stuff, well then maybe you should go across and just check the website out, obligation free, www.trylootcrate.com/AGE. And see, it might be for you. There's T-shirts, bobbleheads, bloody pop cultures, badges, stickers. Sometimes there's just got stuff that's just made specifically for that month of Loot Crate. Because I say month because it comes monthly, and it's not a pain in the ass. It does as it's told. And there's a different, there's a different category each month. So you're not going to be getting the same stuff over and over and over again. It may be fantasy, it may be sci-fi, it may be zombies, it may be horror. You know, we might see Oompa Loompas in the next one. Rest in peace, Gene Wilder. But if you do want to check it out, once again, it's www.trylootcrate.com/AGE. Check out the subscriptions they have on offer. Check out the prices they have on offer. And if you're looking at the price going, shit, that's just a little bit too steep for me, go in there, subscribe, just try it out. But when it asks you for a voucher or a coupon code, given it's an American website, put in Bridge10, BRIDGE10, and you will save 10%, making that price just a little bit cheaper. That'll support us, and we can support you. So let's work together. So one more time, it is www.trylootcrate.com/AGE, and the voucher code is Bridge10, BRIDGE10, to save yourself 10% on any new subscription at Loot Crate.
Lovely, thanks, Rhett. Let's go into video game news. First up in the news, PlayStation Plus free games for September. They're getting later and later with the announcements here, and they haven't been leaked for a while, have they?
No.
Yeah, it sounds like Sony and PlayStation have been playing their cards closer to their chest lately with these games, because the first I've heard of it was from the horse's mouth. This is from Sony themselves. So, what you will be getting if you are a Plus subscriber is, first of all, Lords of the Fallen on the PlayStation 4. Have you got that, Red?
Yeah, I finished it, bro.
Oh, that's right. I know you finished it. Then you'll also get Journey, which will be on PS4 and PS3. No good?
I know they say it's a revolutionary game. It's very pretty. PlayStation Access, I watch a lot of the time. They rave on about it all the time. I just look at it and go, there's nothing there for me. But that's my personal opinion.
Yeah, but look, Red, you're obviously not talking too far out your ass, because you're not alone. I played it myself, and I played it under duress. I played it on the PS3. It was a while after it was released, but I played it because I think somebody was on my back saying, you have to play it, it's so amazing. Hyping the shit out of it. And I played it, and I thought, what the fuck is this?
Okay. Thank you. That's nice, because whether the trailers are hiding something major or whether the trailers are really descriptive as to what sort of game it is, there's nothing there that goes, fuck Red, check this out.
You're a weird creature and you can slide down the hills of sand, which looks nice. The sand looks cool. You've got weird pointy feet, like legs. It's like just pins. You just wander around picking up scarves to help you float. There's like weird creatures that can kill you, but essentially all you do is avoid them. You get to the end and nothing happens, and then you get like a realization, which I'm not going to mention because it does spoil it. But even then, when I found out what this spoiler is, I was kind of like, oh really, that was happening? Oh, didn't even notice, didn't even care. Yeah, that's great, fantastic, moving on. It's only going to take you... It's a short game, isn't it, Red? About an hour, I think.
Yeah, hour and a half is the expected shelf life for a single playthrough.
Yeah, it's about an hour's worth of game, and... I mean, I'm glad I tried it, but I didn't exactly blow my stack. I don't know. It is what it is. Give it a go. It's not going to cost you anything more than your subscription at the moment anyway, so pick it up. Next one, Prince of Persia, The Forgotten Sands. Yeah,
is that backwards compatible?
No, this is on PlayStation.
Yeah, sorry. I was trying to be funny.
That's Prince of Persia. It's one of the better Prince of Persia ones.
Yes,
I know there was a shitty remake one that was just called Prince of Persia, I think.
Yes.
The cel-shaded one, that was garbage. So this is one of the alright ones, but yeah, it's pretty old
And
now.
this one come before the cel-shaded one that you're speaking of?
Yes, that's right, yep.
Yeah, very cool. You can go back in time with the sands of time.
That's right, yeah. Datura. This is a game that I thought I'd heard of, but when I looked into it, never heard of it, didn't know it existed. Kind of looks interesting.
Did you say Datura?
Datura.
Okay.
I don't think that's how it's pronounced. But
Datura. That's the hallucinogenic flower.
Yeah, it is. It's something to do with the flower. Yeah, is it Datura? Is it?
Datura. Yeah, I had one in my backyard. We had to get the council to come dig it out twice, so it wasn't near the kids.
Oh, really? Is it that bad?
Well, it's I don't condone or anything like this. But Datura, they boil it up into a tea, and it's one of the drugs that you go into a trip stance and trance, and you'll never come out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So how come the council had to do it? You can't just dig it up yourself?
Well, I could, and the real estate come round, and I said, "Is that Datura?" Because one of my hippie friends recognised it, and I said, "Is that Datura?" And they said, "Oh, I think so." I said, "Well, can I dig it out?" And they go, "Well, considering it's dangerous, we'll look after it for you." And they just organised the council to come dig it out.
Bullshit, Red. You just said, I could do it myself, but that would mean I'd have to go outside. Anyway, Datura, it's like a first-person exploration game with the looks of it. And it's one of the few games that used PlayStation Move, if you had it. It was compatible with PS Move, the controllers. I don't know. It looks interesting. I'd have to boot up the PS3, but I may or may not give that a go. It looks cool. It's really not what I would have expected it to be. Anyway, moving on, Badland on the PlayStation Vita, PS4 and PS3. Have you played Badland?
No, I've seen it on the store 100 times for $5 or less.
I've seen it a million times on the iPhone and, all these little handheld things and all that. I've been tempted to get it, but just never have. It's that little Flappy Bird looking game. It's a side scroller. It sort of continually pans and you have to do puzzly stuff and all that. Toilet game.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll probably...
Hence why it's for the Vita.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
That's a toilet console.
Yeah, definitely better for the Vita than it probably will be for anything else. But it's on all three, so Vita, PS4 and PS3, that one. And last is the Amnesia Memories, which is for the PlayStation Vita alone. And it's a typical PlayStation Vita type game. It's a anime sort of graphic novel game. Be perfectly honest, it looks boring as batshit.
There it is.
But if you like them, it's free, and go ahead. And if you've got a PlayStation Vita with a decent enough memory card, give it a go. Yeah, I won't even touch that one. Not even with a 10-foot pole.
What's your verdict on this month's games?
Getting better.
Yeah.
Because I've got Lords of the Fallen on the Xbox One from Games with Gold from about 12 months ago.
Yeah.
But compared to recent PS Plus games, they're going in the right direction. Journey's a good game. Prince of Persia's good. Datura looks alright, and Badland. It's just Amnesia that I'm not really that interested in. So I'd probably try most of those, if not play them through. But I don't know. It's better. It is much better.
Lords of the Fallen is a good game if you like those. If you like that genre, the Dark Souls-y action RPG, but it's by no means of the quality of the Dark Souls game.
Yeah, so maybe Dark Souls is red-headed stepson or something.
Yeah.
he agrees through gritted teeth. Nothing wrong with red-headed people.
Stepsons, yeah. I do feel like a cheap version of my old man, so that was a very good analogy. But I don't know why you didn't love me.
Oh. So your dad's
Alright, are you ready for some quotes from the ratings board from America to do with Resident Evil 7?
Am I what? Sorry?
Are you ready to hear some quotes?
Am I ready? Oh, now I am. Sorry.
Rightio. So I've got some. There's a couple of quotes here from the Resident Evil 7, where it was put to the US certification board for ratings.
Yeah.
This is not going to spoil for you, but it's going to give you a little bit of an in-look what more of the game's like that the demo never showed you. So I'll read it out. If anyone is like super duper excited and think there may be the 1% of a spoiler alert, then I have to do that just for your sake. But I don't think it's spoiler, and I've read it, and obviously, and I'll now read it to you. So, this is a survival horror game in which a player assumes the role of Ethan, a man searching for his missing wife in a derelict mansion, from a first-person's perspective. Players explore the environment and use pistols, shotguns, flamethrowers, explosives, and chainsaws to kill mutant creatures. Combat is accompanied by realistic gunfire, screams of pain, and exaggerated blood splatter effects. As players progress through the story, cutscenes can depict intense scenes of gore and acts of violence. A character's arms dismembered by chainsaws, a man's leg taken at the knee with a shovel, a character impaled through the face with a shovel. Some areas also depict mutilated corpses with exposed organs and viscera. The words fuck and shit are heard quite regularly in the dialogue.
It's Aussie, is
it? So they gave it PG. No, it's a joke. No, it's officially come out of America rated M. So we'll get an R rating here in Australia.
We'll get knocked back.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Like, obviously that wasn't spoiler territory, but at least it gives you an insight into actually feeling like a real Resident Evil game.
Yeah, it'll get refused classification because the health in it's called morphine. Look, it's okay that you cut off a man's knee with a shovel, and it's fine that you can then place that said shovel in his face, but no way will I allow you to call a drug by its real name morphine, because that's drug abuse. No good. No, out! Out!
Sorry to burst your bubbles, but it has been rated by the Australian Classification Board, and it received an R18 plus, citing high impact horror, violence, blood, gore, and VR interactivity, which is another news thing in itself. VR is now being taken into consideration for classification.
Look at you ruining the fun with facts.
I know! I had to. It's my job. I try to bring the best out of each news item for everyone.
I think I think with VR, it's going to give the player more of a sense that they're physically doing. Like, there's a disconnect with the controller, I think, where I'm pressing X to stab you in the face, as opposed to I'm doing a stabbing in the face motion to stab you in the face.
And swing it, yeah.
Yeah, so I think there is a little bit more to consider when you're taking like a rating for a game there, because instead of controlling your character doing what you're doing what the character's doing. So, you know, it's like a weird sex game where you actually got to thrust and shit like that. It's a bit weird.
Depends how many peripherals come with the VR.
I know. I reckon I could whip up something special out of one of those PS Move controllers.
You can get it in a rubber vagina torch.
Yeah.
Anyway, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard will release PC, Xbox One, PS4 on January 24.
Very good. All right, I'll look forward to that one. I really want to play that on PlayStation VR. Next up on news, some classics are coming to Steam. So most of today's generation probably won't know anything about Sierra and the games they made when we were children. But for those roughly around our vintage, Red, what are we, 30 odd, thereabouts?
Ish.
Yeah, ish. I'm a little bit older, you're a little bit younger. They'll be happy to know that there's a bunch of Sierra games that have been made available on Steam right now. There hasn't been much sort of hoo-ha about it, but there's a few.
Yes.
Thanks
for Bundle too as
what?
well, yes.
What'd
Thanks
you
for
say?
the Humble Bundle as well, yes.
Oh, I don't know. Is it on the Humble Bundle? Oh, the... what are they called? King's Quest or whatever is on there or something now, isn't it?
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt.
No, let's get these games. These are the ones that have just been added to Steam. Tell me if you know any of them. Police Quest?
Yes, old school.
The collection's been added on there for about $10 US. Gabriel Knight, Sins of the Fathers. There's the sequel and the other sequel, so 2 and 3 are on there as well. Arcanum, Quest for Glory collection, Phantasmagoria 1 and 2, and Caesar 3 and 4 have all been added to Steam. The only one that I really knew about was Police Quest, which is really cool. But there's a whole bunch of Sierra games that have just been added to Steam. So anybody, like I said, that is our vintage or a little older will probably appreciate that. So sorry to all our younger generations that have fuck all idea what we're talking about right now.
But they are a pioneer in the gaming industry, so...
Yes, yep, Sierra did some very good work back in the day. Like, mind you, we're still playing games today that take a lot from what those original games created back then.
Oh, absolutely.
Police Quest, not Police Quest, Gabriel Knight, I think it is, yeah, Sins of the Fathers, actually has a full up-to-date recreation of the game on Steam as well.
Oh, wow.
So it's all like updated graphics and stuff.
They made a Leisure Suit Larry game, or multiple Leisure Suit Larry games.
Yep. But yeah, there you go. So there's some classics on Steam right now. Go get them.
Brilliant.
What do you got?
Ubisoft and Microsoft are going to shut down a few of their free-to-play PC games.
Ooh, which ones?
So I thought I'd come and give you the exacts and the dates. So, real-time strategy title, The Mighty Quest for Epic Loot.
Oh, that's not very old.
No, it's not. It's only 20 months old. But it will cease operation October 25.
Right.
October 31st will see the end of the online card game Might and Magic Duel of Champions and strategy RPG Tom Clancy's End of War Online.
Okay.
End War only come out February this year.
Oh, really?
Yep.
It's doing well then.
Hoorah. Also, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Phantoms.
Phantoms, yep.
December 1st will go off.
Okay, I've been looking at that game, whether I should try it. Oh well.
You don't get too invested.
No.
So, real money sales are shut down in the games, although players can already spend their remaining virtual currency. Just another one. Microsoft has cancelled its Russia exclusive shooter Halo Online.
Oh yeah.
I had to do a beta test for that back in the day.
You did?
Because well, that was launched March last year. Everything was in Russian. I had to download the bloody like the launcher and everything. It was all in Russian. That was a free-to-play multiplayer, obviously based on Halo. Its brief lifespan was fraught with issues, most notably the efforts of hackers to remove its microtransaction system and circumvent its geo-blocking. So you got a Russian-only game, and instead of hacking the bloody online poker sites, they're hacking Halo, trying to just delete the microtransactions from the game. I like it. Hacktivision. Alright, so if you're a fan of any of those games, get your fill while you can. I'm glad that they're no longer taking any money. They could be real sneaky and still take online transactions until the game has been ceased, but yeah, no longer can you spend real money on them.
Yeah, I think there'd be some sort of legal implications for that.
Surely.
And they need to refund it anyway. People didn't get to use their shit, so that's fair. That's alright. I don't play any of them anyway.
Back to you, man.
Okay, last news for me. When I was a young warthog. Now, what was I talking about with that? Microsoft has announced that Forza Horizon 3 has gone gold, which is nice considering that its release date is set for the 27th of September. So that's pretty early. What are you laughing at?
Which is pretty good considering it's released this month.
Yeah, but it's like... No, the point I was actually making is that's quite early, I think.
Yeah.
A lot of games go gold the week before release.
Oh, really? Yeah, I'm just showing my ignorance to the...
Yeah, a lot of games...
I thought they went a lot earlier.
No. I think this is quite early for a game to go gold. A lot of games they're pushing the envelope, but essentially it's gone gold. So we fucking hurry up, and make the discs now, get it out the door. And this is another thing that often causes delays. You know when you get like, oh, this game's being delayed, but it's only being delayed by 2 weeks.
That's just like print discs, isn't it?
So they can make the discs. The game didn't go gold early enough. That's the issue there. But anyway, so there's plenty of time for them to make their discs. 27th of September. Also, it has been revealed that they've added a car that fans of another specific Microsoft series may be particularly interested in. The M12S Warthog is being added to the game, giving players the chance to fang it through the Australian outback in Master Chief's vehicle of choice. The Warthog boasts the most advanced suspension in the game, making it the most stable vehicle available. Pretty sure everybody's just going to smash the Warthog now. The Warthog will be available as a free download for players who have played either Halo 5 or the Master Chief Collection. So check your messages on Xbox Live and you should have a code in there one day.
How good's that? Oh, you
nice.
can have the Warthog if you pre-order the expensive edition now. No, you've played our games, Microsoft exclusive games before. You've shown us support there. Here, have this extra piece for your new game for free. Yep, I fucking love that, mate.
Yes, I agree. I think that is fantastic. That's exactly what they did with another game in the past. Gears did that. If you'd played the Gears of War remaster between a certain date, you got Gears of War 1, 2, 3, and Judgment backwards compatibility for free when they launched. So that was cool. They also did that for the Halo Master Chief Collection. If you played it while it was plagued with issues, they gave you Halo Reach or ODST. It was one of the ones that wasn't included in the pack. They gave you that for free as well when it launched, when it finally launched the following year. So they've done that a couple of times, and yeah, I think a lot of people do appreciate that. And I appreciate this because I've played those games, which means I'm going to get the Warthog for free, which is cool.
I've played Master Chief Collection, but I'm not sure if I'm going to play Horizon 3.
Yes, you are.
I'll play it at your place.
You'll play it. I'll force you to.
Yeah, I'll play it at your place. I'm not going to go out and actively buy a racing car game unless it's Gran Turismo.
Well, you won't have to. Because of the lovely world of Aussie Gamers Express, you will have a chance to experience this.
Excellent. I mean, I can't fucking wait for Horizon 3, man.
You dickhead.
I've already pre-ordered it so I can get the Warthog. I just hope the Warthog handles a heap better on fucking Horizon 3.
Oh,
because we'll drive around in Halo 1 and go, first time driving Red? Fuck up, cunt.
Yeah, I'd imagine it will be a little bit better in Forza. But anyway, Red, give us your last bit of news, please.
Okay, so we are on the 20th anniversary of a cult classic, Duke Nukem 3D. Do you remember the pipe bomb goodness of the first third-person Duke Nukem game?
Absolutely.
So we're 20 years on, and if you go to the official website, underneath the banner, there is a countdown timer set to end on Friday, September 2nd at 5 p.m, which is Pacific time. And this lines up when Inside Gearbox Software, who are behind Duke Nukem, are set to be at the panel at PAX West.
What's the website?
DukeNukem.com.
It's a good assumption. I've just gone to it. I'll let you know.
Anyway, so there's speculation that we will get not a remaster, but like like an upgraded Duke Nukem 3D that'll run on today's generation's consoles and computers.
Okay.
Slightly higher, I'll get it out. Higher resolution graphics, but still the originals.
Right. Okay. I'm at DukeNukem.com. I've put my date of birth in. And I've got 1 day, 21 hours, 23 minutes and 48 seconds. It says, happy 20th anniversary, coming soon, countdown timer, and then follow us and subscribe and all that sort of stuff. Why did I have to put my date of birth in to see a countdown timer?
Probably because the website needs you to be over 18.
But there's nothing on here. I suppose it'll probably change once the countdown timer finishes. But yeah, there's nothing. It's literally a countdown timer and a radioactive symbol.
Would you play it again?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it was a good game. That was probably the other than the old school 2D Duke Nukems, the shareware Duke Nukems.
Yeah. This
was probably the best.
Yeah, it is. No, that's without a doubt.
The Captain Violence and his wit.
Yeah. It was. It also came at a time where, you know, those games like Doom and Hexen, Heretic and all that sort of stuff were in their prime, and it came out with a real decent 3D shooter that had all of the wit of Duke Nukem and the explicit violence and the press space to throw dollar bills at the chicks dancing up on stage.
Yeah.
For then when you get sick of that, just shoot them and they blow up and stuff. It's funny stuff.
But you just said it there. Your Dooms and your Aperture games and Rise of the Triads and everything. They were all so serious and so they tried to be scary. Well, they were, and Wolfenstein and whatnot. But then you had this badass Duke Nukem that just threw pipe bombs at guns and blew them up and laughed at them. That was fantastic.
Mm. Very good.
So that's my news for the week.
That's it for all the news. All right, well, Red, it's time. Head to head. What's that sound?
Oh, let's do it. 1-0.
Alright, so what's that sound? Last week, both of us were stumped, and that one was provided to us from Ramutha. She is one of our admin staff, does some lovely reviews for us on our website. But yeah, she stumped us with this one. Have a listen.
How ironic.
And Red, I was never going to get that one.
Did you know the funny part? For the small time that I played Smite, that I used to use him all the time, but then I thought back, well, I never died lots, so...
No. So yes, that sound was from Smite, the free-to-play game that's on, I think, just about everything. Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PC. It's Thanatos, I think his name is. That's his death. That's
Thanatos.
Thanatos. Potato? Potato.
Potato.
Whatever. Some dickhead in a free-to-play game when he dies. That's what he says. He says this.
How ironic.
Sounds like a douchebag. But anyway, that's with that one. And, yeah, Rem, she tricked us with that one. So, we're still one apiece, Red. Let's have a listen to this week's What's That Sound? Oh, I don't think anybody else picked it either. That entered. No. All right, let's have a listen. This week's What's That Sound? Shit.
Who sent that one through?
I don't actually know. I think it was Reprimir. I'm going to play it again. Oh! Shit! Do you have any idea?
Oh, I've got a guess.
What's your guess? That might help me.
I'm just Googling the name.
Just tell us what it
Cuphead.
is. Oh, Cuphead.
No, I was Googling the name of the game. I didn't know the name of the game. I just knew it had a teacup in it and it was for Xbox One.
Yeah, gotcha. Oh man, that's bugging me because it sounds this first bit, listen. That sounds like a Super Mario Brothers game.
Hmm.
But then the
But doesn't the rest of you sound like the old black and white 50s cartoon?
Yeah, like the no, I don't know. Oh, hang on. I'm gonna go back. Let me go back. That sounds like someone's put like those little trikes with the pedals.
Yeah.
That bit. No, I'm not going to get this.
No idea.
Unless it's Cuphead. I don't know. No, I can't. I just...
I have no idea.
I reckon it's like a logo. The intro logo to a game. You know, like they're wheeling...
Yeah.
They're wheeling in like the bits and pieces of the logo.
Like Neversoft used to do one, with the eyeball.
Yeah, the eyeball and the skateboard and stuff. That's what I feel that this is like they're wheeling in, and building. And that might be an aeroplane coming past and dropping off, like a letter or something like that. So it could be that. Yeah, not enough is coming to me. I can't pick an actual game.
No, you picked a lot more out of it than I did.
Oh, could be wrong. I have no idea.
But surely that's an airplane, and that is a trike with the honk horn on the front of it.
Yeah. It bugs me. I want to get one. I got one. That one was piss easy, but no, I don't. I think we're going to have to leave it at that one and throw it across to the listeners and actually find out what the answer is next week. Happy with that? Alright, if anyone listening thinks they know what that sound is, feel free to let us know because we're clueless. Send us a message to our Facebook page, a private message there telling us what the sound is. If you're correct, we'll send you guys a free game. Thanks a lot for having a go-to in advance. Appreciate it. Well, that's What's That Sound. Red, do you want to go into your shout? Red's shout!
Hashtag Red Shout.
Yeah, that's it.
Funnily enough, I put up a post which depicted the covers for all the Call of Duties up to Modern Warfare 3, so none beyond that being any jetpacky ones. And I simply put up there, this will be for the shout, finish the sentence, back when COD was/wasn't, and I'll read them out as I promised. When I go view more. Back when COD was PC exclusive and no one was rooting my mum. Back when COD wasn't set in the future.
Yeah,
hey, Red,
me too.
Which one of these are your favourites? Thank you very much for the personal question, and I did answer with Black Ops 1. Back when COD wasn't decent, I was smashing through Medal of Honor Allied Assault, so somehow a Call of Duty post went on to Medal of Honor, and I couldn't agree more because Medal of Honor was absolutely fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And last but not least, by George Schneider, back when COD wasn't a bag of dicks. And just to round it out, because where I got that hashtaggy thing from was from your post that you put up on the page, because you must have some sort of statistics there that show who the highest scoring fans are for the Aussie Gamers Express. All three of these people featured in that post, so that is Jared Peatley, Aiden Stewart, and Matt Alexander. If you were sick of hearing their names and you think to yourself, well, I listen to this show every week and I check out your Facebook page, just tell me, hey, where's my shout out? And you might just get one. But if these guys keep putting in, and I'm seriously talking about posts being there for less than a minute and they got comments on them, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, you must actually have notifications set for Aussie Gamers Express. So that's big ups. You know
thanks, guys.
About. All right, so it's a shout out to everyone involved. But you three blokes, well done. You are constant supporters of the cause.
Yep, lovely. Thank you, guys. You are the wind beneath my butt crack.
Yeah.
All right. What's next? Last words.
Last words.
Give us some last words and something about Loot Crate.
Last words, yes, you can save 10% because you listen to us, and this is the only place you'll find this deal. Unless you go to www.aussiegamersexpress.com, you will find a little banner up in the top right corner which will take you directly to the website, which is www.trylootcrate.com/AGE, and if you choose to just subscribe, you can save 10% using the voucher code BRIDGE10, which is BRIDGE10. Last words from me. Bring on the Battlefield beta, bring on Gears of War 2, bring on Tomb Raider, Rainbow Six for the week.
I'm going to put some work into my Worms review. I would like to play some Rainbow Six. Siege, that is. What else do I want to get off my list for this week? I want to play some more No Man's Sky. Continue my trek to the center of the galaxy.
You're going to make it there, aren't
The
you?
Galactic Center, I think it's called. I'll get there one day. What else? Whatever else that's incidental along the way. iPhone games while I'm pooping, stuff like that. But yeah, I've got very minimal time to myself this week. I've got today and a little bit of tomorrow, and then I'm flat out. So I've got to get a fair bit of gaming done tonight. I want to play a little bit more of that Human Revolution.
Yes, Days.
Yeah, Deus Ex. Probably won't be able to play that tonight, until tonight. So it'll have to be night sex.
I get it. I fucking get it.
Ha! Terrible joke.
It's like, yeah, I got kids. I got kids, and dog night sex doesn't exist anymore.
Just Deus Ex. Yeah, and then maybe some Gears of War 2, but that's probably it. So I think that's it for the show. I would like to say a quick thank you to everyone again. Thanks for everyone that contributes to the page, checks out our website, and listens to the show. thank you very much. That's it for this week, and we'll talk to you guys again next week. And for now, I have been Lucas Aurelius.
And I've been Red. One syllable.
See you later. This week's show has sadly come to an end. Be sure to search for Aussie Gamers Express on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, and just about every other social media network known to man. If you would like to email us, send it to info@aussiegamersexpress.com or visit our website at www.aussiegamersexpress.com. Catch you all next time on the Aussie Gamers Express Video Game Podcast.